Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video here explaining my process as I design these studies for my sketchbook. This video here is in 2x speed, and with that, let's get it started. For these studies here, I'm focused on trees and rocks. It helps when you're first doing studies to do more organic things because it allows for a little more room for mistakes. And the focus on this here is to help build my visual library. Visual library is kind of like a library in your mind of things that you've either painted or sketched before that you have a deeper understanding of. So it's something you can go back to and use to design in the future, and you're not going to need to use as much reference and research as you did the first time. This could be really helpful in the future if you're working on more complex shapes and designs, because you can build off of what you already know. Another thing I'm thinking about while I work on these sketches is the three-dimensional space. So I'm thinking about these objects that I'm drawing in basic shapes, and that's helping me to build the forms a little more. Thinking about three-dimensional space when you're sketching is really helpful as an artist because that allows you in the future to be able to break down the object and change its position and form without having to see the whole thing. So understanding the basic shapes, the basic geometric shapes and the basic perspective will help you if you want to do something, say like concept art, where you really need to understand that design and move it around. Lastly, what I'm thinking about is line weight. So what line weight is how thick or thin the line is. A thicker and darker line creates more attention to it than a lighter line. So we can use that to create a hierarchy in what we want the viewer to focus on. So the first thing I want to add some focus on is the silhouette. So I'll add a little darker line around that. And then the secondary shapes, which are a little less important, a little less thicker line. And then lastly, some shadows, so a little thicker line around that, just to create some form and depth and add a little more three-dimensionality to the piece. And for the final touch, I'm just painting in a little bit of lighting. And with that, you have your study.